like the spectrum, right? And then like for Boomie, if you are uncomfortable fighting in the scramble, because you're always going to be like X units away from Boomie, and it's never going to be more than that, maybe closer, but never further away. And so like if you're not good at fighting at that range, it's going to be a tough time for you.
And Raydish kind of is good fighting at that range. So let's see how he plays. Dude, I am not beyond the idea of them literally only playing off stage.
And it might be all Brawlhaven as well. They're the kind of players.
This is going to be good. Okay, so far not what I was expecting. This is much more back and forth than I would expect from these two, but there's the D-Light Cider. Raydish gets deleted.
That's the power of Jala, the force of Jala on Brawlhaven right there. You got that D-Light Cider right on the lip of the stage. Most characters, that wouldn't be enough to KO, but Jala, there ain't no doubt. There ain't no doubt.
Oh, so good from Raydish. He does the dash jump fast fall, but he kind of like, I could see him doing this micro spacing in midair, like waiting. It's like, okay, is it time for the side air yet? Because when you do an orb side air, I guess it only slows your momentum totally on hits, but it changes your momentum just a little bit. He manages to get that perfectly, get the edge guard, and he can bring it up to a 2-2.
Oh gosh.
Gravity cancel, neutral light. I love Raydish's orb play midair. Whether it's neutral light, side lights, he finds these gravity cancels as opportunities as if he was playing neutral on the ground.
Oh man, and I gotta say, bro, like Raydish is talking to him right now. Like Boomie has been kind of getting hit repeatedly for the past few seconds here, trying to get some blows back in. There we go, has positioning, goes for the YOLO ground pound.
Down 6 time? Oh, that's a little bit different.
Oh, you charge that up. Want to make sure you got all the juice on that one. Had the EX fireball, but it still wasn't enough. Didn't connect, and he goes for the D-Light into the N-Sig. We've seen Pugsy do that a million times. Pretty much any Jala player will go for that, and it's not true. There was a time where it was, but the dodge window is so small that
like 1 to 2 frames.
It's worth going for.
It's super small. Most of the time, when you're getting hit by a D-Light, I feel like at a pro play, not a lot of players are trying to dodge out of that, expecting you to drop a Sarah or recovery. So it is worth going for. And then it adds that extra layer of like, oh no, I got to be afraid of this option now. And it's certainly the most optimal for knocking out off the top.
Oh man, I'm just watching Raydish get these punishes, and I'm like, you feel like Boomie's like starting to mount a lead, and Raydish just responds twofold. And it's like, are you gonna be able to clutch this one out? It looks like Boomie falls behind a little bit, and that recovery might have been enough. Jala doesn't have a whole lot of defense, and that does KO towards the top.
Oh, he dodges straight up past the nuke it out. Raydish gets
he got hit! He got hit by a spirit bomb!
Player 2 wins.
I think it's the first time I've seen
that. It was so delayed.
It was really delayed. I feel like Boomie like dodged in, and he was almost safe.
Yeah,
and
he needed like 1 or 2 more frames.
The iframes literally ended, and he explodes in the center of the spirit bomb there. That was sick.
Wow, and the very first like 10 seconds in the match, Raydish was able to get a spirit bomb, and like it didn't lead to a KO. But then he was able to get the photo finish. That's what you want to use that move for, right? You don't really want them to survive after that.
Raydish is really good at playing Ryu how I think it should be played. That's so sick, because he's literally using these moves as the finishers, and it's like, I mean, we've got Street Fighter. We're not exactly Street Fighter, right? But he's started to make me think otherwise with how he's playing. Look at this.
God, dude, he got me like jumping in my chair. I don't know what's about to happen. It got me at the edge of my seat. Like, what's happening on the next episode?
He waited out the weapon toss to go in for the side air. Boomie dive kicks to avoid the down sig. Weapon throws coming through. Boomie's got to be careful about that. He's fallen victim once before, and now with the neutral light, Boomie sent flying, and Raydish, huge lead in game number 2.
And this is so much pressure. We've seen a lot of people play Petra, right? And like, you know, I feel like the down sig on Orb never feels quite as threatening, but he's able to mix it up with these down airs, end lights, sayers that like you never feel like you're safe, and Boomie is straight up getting clapped right now. Like, there is no way around it. My dude hasn't been able to get a successful hit in a minute.
Yeah, it has just been all Raydish, all Orb. Weapon toss comes through. Sidelight side air. It starts to break some of the pressure. Boomie, oh no, goes to the ground pound. Raydish, wait for that Orb. No, he tries to trick Boomie, but Boomie reacts with a spot dodge to the slash charge neutral sig. Goes to the pickup recovery. Side air hits Raydish, sent flying. Boomie evens up the stock 2-2.
All right, can Boomie do this here? Already down 1-0 in the set. Definitely would feel a lot better if he had a game under his belt. Now, granted, he's not behind by too much. This is Jala. She got a lot of force, so like you hit him a couple times on the stage, like
okay.
You conditioned me to be scared about that now.
Boomie's playing around it. He's not scared about it. He dodged straight through it, above Raydish, landed with the downer, got the punish. So he's playing around it a lot better now. But we got to be careful about that, because I know we've only seen Raydish do it from the ledge, but Ryu does actually hit up with one of his signatures. the neutral sig does cover where Boomie is deciding to go now, and maybe Raydish will adapt to that now that he's got Boomie used to avoiding recovering low.
Oh, you might see it, dude. It might be at the end of the last game. You conditioned him to go low every single time, and then the end sig comes out.
Oh, man. How brutal would that be? Will even eat at this point. He's playing with such great orb. Waiting out the end of the side sig there from Boomie. Falls to the side air. Side light doesn't punish. The neutral light does.
So fast. He goes throwing out the down sig again. There was no world where it was going to connect there, but I think he's still trying to put chips on the conditioning, and Boomie says cut it out with the gravity cancel end sig, completely sending him to the kill box, saying I'm bringing this game back to my terms. But he has a lot of damage to make up for. Can Boomie do it?
I mean, he's got to avoid literally everything from Raydish here. Neutralite, I mean, Pat's getting close to knocking out. Orb picked up, I think. Okay, well, I was going to talk about Orb Neutralite, but side air is more than enough. Boomie goes down, and now it's match point. Raydish is up 2-0, right? And so I was thinking about this as like Boomie was going, it was just going to be a complete destruction from Boomie in game number 1 because that's how Raydish games have been going, but Raydish is really doing a great job playing against how Boomie plays with this Brawlhalla pick. And now Boomie's got a reverse 3-0 Raydish to have a chance to stay in the tournament. Raydish 1 game away from being in top 4, and he doesn't have to worry about rematching Stingray anymore.
And this has got me, you know, all kinds of ways. This is the dude I said was going to win the tournament, and he might get knocked out by Raydish here, but Raydish is looking immaculate. We were talking before the set even started. The count was only 1-0 in Boomie's favor. There wasn't a whole lot of data, and as you can see, oh my gosh, it's terrifying.
Oh man, Cider hits. Raydish with the orb. Gets hit by the weapon throw on the way back from Boomie, but Boomie is just gone. That's it. Silent Cider. We're not on Brawlhalla anymore.
Seconds.
It doesn't really matter.
30 seconds.
It's all right. Raydish's orb is something else.
Oh man, Boomie. I want to see you, like, I don't even care if you lose, bro, but I would love if you were able to get one game, you know, put something out there to say, hey, I didn't get completely washed up, because with the way this is happening right now, Raydish is looking like he is an orb god.
Yeah. And this is off of a really close Game 5 set with experience Raydish is coming off of here. So this would be huge for him just to be able to breeze through Boomie of all players with a 3-0. Raydish gets that uppercut. Has the gauntlets. Oh, Nair down like recovery. Nair ground pound. Raydish, you're crazy. Boomie just puts down a down sig to break the pressure, and Raydish almost punishes him for it. Boomie unarmed, fighting against these gauntlets, is just trying to get something started here, but Raydish is on the verge of being up 3 stocks to 1.
Oh my gosh, and that's the thing about Boomie, dude. He never falters in his game plan, which I respect. But we saw Raydish got a 5-hit punish based off of a whiffed attack gravity cancel from Boomie, right? And that's a lot of damage. Now you're almost down an entire stock. You need to play this second stock is the most important for your bracket life. You can't just be going for these gravity cancel reads all the time anymore. You need to make sure you slow it down and you get your punishes when they're given to you, like right there. That's the second punish coming out from Boomie, and he's bringing back the damage differential. If he can get like 2 more hits, he's done the damage. He has him in the orange. He's done it. He's done what he's needed to do.
Yeah, and Boomie has shown that he's not, he is rather particular.
That would have killed though.
I was just talking about
I was with it.
I was just about to talk, he's rather particular with his signatures, and when he goes for those neutral sigs, it's like almost guaranteed a hit, and he just barely misspaced it, but that would have gotten him the knockout, for sure.
Okay. And Boomie, at this point, you know what D-Light recovery's not going to KO, so he's going to go for the end-sig, and Raydish knows. Raydish knows.
You're not going to be able to catch that unless you got that dodge gone, and Boomie
gets
hit by the down sig, weapon throw, that's it.
Man, Raydish taking out Boomie 3-0 and a handshake?
That is a crazy upset. Raydish is in top 4. We have Snowy, Luna, Raydish in top 4. That means that, I mean, so Fate, the only thing that would make this top 4 even crazier to me is if FaZe goes down and Costlix gets in it. It's like we've got 3 players who are by all means the new guard when it comes to Brawlhalla Pro play within the past year or 2, right? And then Costlix, who just hasn't been here since like 2019, possibly. I mean, this is so crazy. Raydish 3-0ing Boomie. I can't believe it. Oh, there's the neutral sig. The neutral sig that I honestly think would have decided the set at that point. If that one connected, even though Raydish was in orange, Brawlhalla is powerful enough for that to knock out, but instead, we see this down sig. Boomie dodges diagonally straight into the blast. Weapon throw catches him the recovery, and Raydish doesn't even give him a chance to get the chase dodge off of an air. That's a 2 stock.